Before we begin, there are truths I am forbidden to speak. I cannot name the force that corrupted the Watched Earth. I cannot describe its origin, nor reveal its true nature. The Celestial Council created these restrictions, and those restrictions remain even now. I am permitted to speak of what decisions that followed, and of the consequences. Over time, I will also talk of the soldiers that were created to correct this imbalance. Due to the unspeakable situation that occurred, the Celestial Council responded with containment, and a barrier was raised. This barrier was put into place to prevent other Celestials and darker things from ever crossing its boundary unless given permission. Creatures drawn to the darkness were denied passage into this world. As the flow of that power was diminished, fewer beings answered its call, and for a time this was enough. Even sealed, the situation worsened. Events accelerated, anomalies multiplied. Human history flowed into a river of uncertainty and revision. Worship took root where understanding failed. Strings were pulled, unseen. And the darkness grew as humanity lost its way. The council saw what was coming, and they knew observation alone would no longer suffice. The Celestial Council, while powerful, does not fight its own battles. Instead, they authorize actions. These actions can be as small as passing a message to ruling over a planet. Every decision is considered and then assigned. The Four were summoned, not as destroyers, but as corrective forces. The Celestial Council knew that this decision would have consequences, but they knew that the Four Horsemen were the answer. To preserve balance, the Celestial Council forbade the Four Horsemen from entering directly, allowing them instead to create champions who would act in their stead. They asked the Four who would act. All of the Horsemen stepped forward. War, the youngest and most physically menacing, was the first to speak. My champions will correct the problem. They will hunt without hesitation. They will fight without fear. My werewolves are all but unstoppable. Famine stepped forward to challenge him in her calm and tough voice. Little brother, how will they be unstoppable when my mages can strip the life from everything around them, not allowing those wolves to eat or drink? Then, with a thought, they can destroy anything in front of them. Power does not require claws. Pestilence smiled. You two have always thought like children, always thinking with brute force. So I ask, how will either of you succeed when my vampires can outmaneuver you, can bend minds to their will, and feed endlessly as they spread? Speed and control will undo all of you. Remember, infection spreads faster than all of your quantifiable power. Death then stepped forward. This is why I am the Elder. The greatest hunter has already been created, the human. I will not replace them. I will enhance them to optimal peak, and they will become the inborn. And then, my inborn will end this. All four looked at each other with sibling rivalry, and then nodded before asking the Celestial Council, "May we send all of our champions?" So it was decided not by unity, but by sibling rivalry. 4 solutions, 4 philosophies, all unleashed upon the same world. The council allowed all 4 to proceed. 4 solutions was agreed, all for one world. The first century after the champions were created, everything changed. Humans adapted without understanding why. New creatures were witnessed, and new people, different yet familiar, became part of villages and towns. Myths emerged. Monsters were named. Fear grew. Respect followed. And an uneasy understanding took root. Truths were buried beneath belief. The supernaturals did not unite. They competed. They clashed. They learned from one another. Some protected humanity. Some ruled from the shadows. Some fed and justified it as necessity. Humanity, on the other hand, humanity survived. Not because it was the strongest, but because it was adaptable, and because it was never meant to be defenseless. This record does not judge, it documents. In the chapters that follow, we will speak of each creation, individually, their strengths, their failures, and the price of being forged as a solution. This is The Watched Earth.